Hey, beautiful people. Good evening. Good evening, Obodo fam. How's everyone doing? Good evening. Good evening. Thank you all so much for being here today. I welcome you all. Thank you so much to those who are joining to be members. Very soon, I'm going to be creating some content for members only. So I thank you all that have become members. Richardson, thank you so much for being a member. Indiama, thank you, my Ghanaian sister. I love and appreciate both of you very, very much. God bless you. So if you didn't know, you can become a member by clicking on that link that says join. And it just takes you to a link where you can support us monthly with a little token. So there are different categories as God gives you strength. Thank you, everyone, for being here today. Good evening. I salute you. Happy Saturday. Rita, you're welcome. I hope everybody's good. Can you hear me? Are you guys hearing me loud and clear? So, today is Saturday. It's been a very long week, and we've been here every day. And yeah, we're here again today to deliberate on another issue, and this is relating to online dating. This one is relating to online dating. Okay, can you hear me? Yeah, Chelsea Brown, thank you, my darling. I hope you're okay. Tonight, we want to talk about online dating, and we are just going to talk based on a movie that was recently released on Netflix, and there are some red flags that we want to bring out there because I feel like it's relevant to everyone. What I find is that women worldwide, wherever you are from, whatever race that you are, as a woman, we all have the same needs. A woman's primary need is love and affection. That's what we are looking for. We are looking for emotional connection and security. Those are the three things that a woman generally looks out for. And this one, Oyibo women, no, three Oyibo women. Now the thing happened to. Okay. So we want to draw some lessons from their experience. Okay. It's always good to learn from other people. So now the women be this. Now the three women be this. These are the women that we are talking about where they find love. You know, say women, we know the rest. Now love. Our life until we find love, we know the rest. So these are the three ladies that this man from Israel. Later they go say na Nigeria alone they do scam. He's from Israel. Now he dupe all of them. And it's estimated that this guy has actually scammed women worldwide, up to the tune of $10 million. He's scammed people up to $10 million. Now, women in this scam, this guy. Okay, so he goes by all sorts of pseudonyms. We're not going to dwell on the story. Yeah, I'm just going to summarize it for those of you who haven't seen the story on Netflix, who haven't seen the movie. We are going to really be talking about the lessons and the red flags. Why do women ignore red flags? Sisters, now we dey do meeting. We dey do what do they call them? ESCO meeting. Now we dey do today. We want to have a quick ESCO meeting. It's not going to be long by His grace because it's been a very long week. And this guy, his real name is Shimon Hayuk. Now Israeli. He's from Israel. Mm? Naka, you're asking that Hope has been arrested. They arrested him only did 6 months in jail. As I'm talking to you now, he's back online. He's back to Tinder and he's also back on Instagram. I'm telling you, if he has a girlfriend, he's still out there swindling women up and down. He only went to prison for 6 months. So what he did, basically, for people like Neka or anyone who has not watched the movie, crazy story. I encourage every woman out there to go and watch it. You will learn one or two things from these ladies that were duped. Emotional scam or love scam is the most painful one because the person is not only taking your money, they're also taking your heart, and that can be very devastating. So the quick summary of the story, we say this Mongo Park one and see so now Babanla Mongo Park, not only our culture Mongo Park, they all over the world. Hmm? If na Nigeria for stay 40 years back, na him now. Na in country, they even sentenced him to prison in his country, in Israel. Hmm? Scammers there everywhere. Oh, I dey tell you. In fact, as I was looking into this one, I saw another one. With this one, Oyibo, where they dupe women too. I'm telling you, nothing say because person be Oyibo or anything like that, say mean say they no go scam you. They're there everywhere, my people. Ladies, be careful. So we women, as God has made us in his image and likeness and just giving us this tender hearts, the primary thing that we need is love. We need love, we need emotional connection and security. Very important to us. So this guy is on Tinder, and what he normally does is that he profiles women that he thinks will have money. Okay, the ones that when they get better job, he sees that they are not too young. You understand? They don't reach a certain age where it be say, there's a little bit of desperation there. You understand? So now the three main women in the documentary, this is a true life story as far as I know, because the women themselves came to share the story with Netflix. So he go pick out women in their 30s like this when they get good job, and he sees that they travel, maybe they have a bit of money, lifestyle. When you look past the lifestyle, you go know whether money dey or money no dey. This scamming was on another level party. So the first one, this Cecily, now that one he first started the date. She lives in London, or she lives in the UK. He scammed this Cecily of £250,000. Now this woman carry give that man 250,000. You know how I tell the stats? And it's the same thing with all the story. The three of them are the same trick they use. He lives this very ostentatious lifestyle. Now fake life, oh, okay? He dey fly private jet, he dey stay for 5 stars hotel, all in clothes na designers. This guy is wearing designers from head to toe. Okay? His watches, his shoes, everything. Some of them fake, some of them real, because later we find out say some of the watches were fake designers. But he's always wearing designers. So once he meets the women and they, think that I hear you have to swipe and then you become a match or whatever. I don't know how it works. But anyway, this Cecily said, Cecilia, I be waiting to the call and Cecile said she swapped and saw him. Immediately he sent her a message and they met up in a very posh hotel in London. The hotel was so fine. He go dazzle them with champagne and caviar, sweep you off your feet. I make you see Oyibo life now, so Oyibo take they do. The very day when this girl meet this guy, now the guy tell am say he won't travel because he never stays in one place. He's always flying all over the place now because of the scam, so that they no go catch him. There are people here who seen the movie. Yeah. Somebody has seen the movie here. Sherry says Cecile from Norway, Eileen from Netherlands, and Pernilla from Sweden. Yes, that's where they are from. So now, so this one follow am o. Now so he normally the modus operandi, what he does is that he will sweeten you up, he will make you look as if he's very rich. He will tell a lot of stories about how his father is a billionaire, they have diamond business, this and that. And when you enter private plane, stay in 5 star hotel, you eat the best food, and you think it will make you feel as if he's a billionaire. 1 month in, he go fair run that scam for 1 month to make you feel like, okay, I just love you. He will bombard you. How now they call him so? He will love bomb you. Every morning they text you, I miss you, I love you. All the things one women like to hear. Then bang down after 1 month. Now that time you go come hear the frantic phone call where you go to shout, say, hey, I'm in trouble. My enemies are after me. My enemies are after me. Chai. Women don't suffer. I'm telling you, this guy, I was screaming when I dey watch the thing. I dey shout. Only me they shout for TV. And like these girls, they so silly. Una no get sense, but I not to blame them, because if it happen to person, you no go know. You say, borrow me £10,000. My enemies are after me. Oh my God. I mean, he did it to the point that this Cecilia, he made her take out credit card, American Express credit card, and he was masking out this credit card. He would keep telling her to increase the credit limit. Where I knew that this girl, when it comes to love issues, women too they do mumu. Where I know they say when she now started suspecting that there was something not quite right with this guy, he would tell her to go and take loans payday loans. He will tell her to take different credit card, and I ain't they use them. She was getting into debt, getting into debt. One time she called this Cecile and said she should call American Express to increase her credit limit. Now in contact, they say they're not gonna give me more money, oh, because this money they've given me is enough. You know what he do? He faked pay slips. He faked, if a man is faking pay slip to give you so that you will give it, and then he now said, oh, you are my employer. You are employed by my company. This fake company, oh, isn't that a red flag to tell you that this man might not be real? Because he claims to be in jewelry business, diamond business. Now, Papa, they do. And guess what? The scam was so smooth that there's actually a business like that. You see that name when they use so, Simon Leviev. There's a real billionaire who is Simon Leviev that have diamond company. He just do photocopy of that man. He real name not be Simon Levy. My people. Eh? He was using these girls. Yeah, he wanted her to even pawn and put a second mortgage on her house, Abby. And she was falling for it. Now, so anyway, to summarize the story, because we don't need to go into the story, we are talking about the lessons because you need to go and watch it. You go open mouth, they look, say, eh? So these things they catch Oyibo too, they catch them well. In fact, they are very trusty. Now, so you take cash all three of them, Mugu. At the end of the day, this guy, he don't swindle Cecile. He don't collect 150k grand in pounds from her. Eileen, he don't collect about whether not 25,000 or how much. Any of you that watched it, do you remember how much you collect from? I know she gave him initially. She gave him $25,000 when he said that it's always about my enemies are after me. My enemies are after me. My this, my this, my this, my that. Oh, I'm in danger. I have to run now. No laying. So, you know, women now, we get a Messiah complex. So we always want to deliver. We want to save people. We want to save the world. Okay. So Eileen gave him 45k, yeah? All right. Okay. Eileen, 125k from Eileen. Is he up to 125k? I think it's Celine, Cecily that gave him 250. I can't remember. But it was estimated that he swindled women of about $10 million worldwide. And it's always the same thing. And you know the funny thing about this guy? The thing that is so smooth about him is that, like, if he swindle, as he swindle Cecile, he will collect the money. Now the money will come use till they take care of Eileen. For Eileen, okay, he didn't date. He didn't date. Which one did he not date? Penilla. Okay, he didn't date Penilla. Penilla is the one he didn't date. Penilla was just a friend, but she too was enjoying the money. You know, she was going on those cruises, private jets everywhere. I mean, this guy was riding the fastest cars you can think of. Oh, Lori Hiro. When they say Lori Hiro, I never see Babanla Lori Hiro like this before. This woman was just falling for him. So this one saying befriend Penilla. They were just friends. They didn't date because there was no chemistry. But she saw the way he was spending money and she never see him work one day. But she still believed that he's a billionaire. And he was always traveling for work. She too enjoyed some of the benefit because he was taking her on holidays with his new Russian girlfriend all the time. Now so they collect. These women, they cash out. Penilla gave him $30,000. My people, these women, now so this guy used them cash out. And na so story upon story upon story. So, I mean, you need to watch this movie because me, I was sitting on the edge like this of my chair and I was like, are you crazy? What is wrong with you? So story. One time, when Cecile went to meet him in Amsterdam, and when she started complaining that, you know, debtors are chasing her, she needs to go and pay the debt and everything, he wrote her a check of 500,000, whether it's 500,000 pounds. I've been waiting. When I see the check, I just begin laugh. She was happy. Oh, it's very generous of you, Simon. Thank you. Lori Hiro, check bounce. This guy, oh my God. Jesus. If he he collect for one, he go use and they treat the other one. Caviar, champagne, private jet. You know, they stay one place for 2 days. Before you know, you don't enter another country. He was traveling, even the richest billionaire never travel like that. And is always doing private jets. So, because when you tell a lie, you need more lies to sustain the first lie. So you need to be a master manipulator to be able to keep up that lifestyle. How you even manage to keep up this lifestyle for so long, only God know. Anyway, he did it. He scammed the three of them, collect money. So they decided that he needed to pay. Now they can't go investigate. I think it was a newspaper that even helped them with the police and everything. And they investigated him before he was arrested. Finally, he was arrested. After all of them don't lose so much money, they now knew that he was a liar. You know who I like, Pass? My favorite out of the three girls is Eileen. I like Eileen because Eileen is smart. She's very, very smart. You see this Cecile, this one, what they call Okbe. Now she be. Now was passed out of all of them. The fact that she even got back to tweet, what's it called? Tinder. Immediately after the thing finished, she say it's not Tinder. Say no matter. It's a love Ponzi scheme, Abby. You see this Eileen, she's the smartest of all the three of them. When she found out why they were still dating, that this guy is a 419 person, he's a crook. She didn't even show it. She still went to meet him. She planned it so carefully and took all his designer's clothes and sold them. I was just jumping. I said, wow, this girl, she's a sharp girl. Very, very sharp. But you see these two, especially this one, what you call it Cecile, so Jesus. After this thing happened to you, go back to Tinder. So let's just go to that's the story. That's the summary of the story. If you don't, you need to watch it so that you understand what I'm saying. Right? So we want to look at the lessons. Finally, he was arrested, but like I said, because he was already there was a case already waiting for him in Israel, where he comes from. So he wasn't even on the charges of the fraud and everything he did all across Europe. This one was on a different matter in Israel, and they sent him to jail. You know even how many months he spent for jail. As I'm talking to you now, this guy is out, living his best life. He even has a girlfriend. He's still duping people, because at the end of the documentary, they showed us some cars that he parked in his garage. He doesn't have a job. The mother said that since he was a kid, he's been very fraudulent. He started faking checks when he was like 14, 15 years. Now he started to fake checks, this guy. So he's a born criminal. Criminal. Now he be. So that's the story, roughly. But we want to talk about, red flags. The red flags that women ignore. Why do women ignore red flags like this? Whether you are white, Asian, black, Latino, women always ignore red flags. So the first one that I identify as I was watching this movie is the fact that women, we too they get carried away. We get carried away a lot. You meet a guy, you're just chatting him on a dating app, especially that kind of app that I hear is the worst one of it. Because do you even pay for Tinder? I don't know. Is it free or do you pay? Why will a billionaire be in an app? Billionaire. I don't see any billionaire where they dating app. So they have no people in their life. That's to tell you that, men lie. Someone said that men lie and the women like the lies that men tell. I'm telling you. So, like this Cecile now, the very first day they met, he went to meet this guy in a hotel in London. The guy was like, no billionaire will be on Tinder. Exactly. Tinder is no longer free. You pay. I see. What billionaire will be on a dating app like that? Okay. So you went to meet a man. The first red flag is that all this quick, everything is quick. The thing was too fast. She went to meet him up for drinks. The next thing, she's packing her bag and going on holidays, because he asked her, do you want to go, you don't want to travel to go to whether Amsterdam they go? He's always going somewhere within Europe. Next thing, they use whether it's Rolls Royce, I don't know, one exotic car, take her and go her flat. She pack her things. Next thing, she's traveling with a man she's only met once. Oyibo, they try, yo. They try. And some of her sisters too, they do. She entered a plane and followed this man she's never met to go to another country because of private jets. And she was flattered and telling her friends, "Oh, you won't believe it. I'm entering a private jet. What if they remove your head for there? You know this man." So any relationship like that or any meetup like that, that the person is so quick, everything. Nah. You meet them today, tomorrow you want to travel with you. And before you know, and when she travel with him, they don't they sleep together already. This is all within 3 days, I'm telling you. It's so dangerous. That's a complete red flag. You need to get to know the person and feel safe before you start jetting off and running off. So that's red flag number one. This Cecile, the one I say she's my least favorite among all of them, she totally fell for that. Sis, you met a guy today, you are traveling with him today, you are sleeping with him tomorrow, you are a hoe. Sis, you is a hoe. Women take too many risks. We too they take risk. I'm telling you. Yeah. Google is your friend. Google this person. There's so many things that you can find out on Google. And you know the funny thing? She works in IT. This is Cecile that you're seeing. So she works as a software designer, as a senior software designer in an IT company. And you couldn't do a simple check on the guy. They run up and down, they carry money, they give him. Long throat, they run belly. Long throat, they run belly. So that's a red flag, I beg. So number 2, red flag that we are talking about. We've already discussed it briefly. Dating app. Be very, very wary of what people are telling you on dating app. People can lie. Like for instance now, this guy created a complete, like he don't copy another person's life, copy and paste. It was copy and paste life. So you need to, online, people can become whatever they choose to be. They can create a facade about their real self. That's a red flag that these women never looked into. You never see him work one day. You don't know in office. He's always telling stories. In work now stories. Oh, work is stressful right now. My enemies are after me. Oh, they locked me up. They beat my security up. He go come take picture, not knowing that both him, his security, and all of them. This guy had an entourage of people that are working with him on this scam. He has a group that are working with him, including one woman they say is his baby mama. They are all working together. My goodness. Fake life online. Babanla fake life new. Diama. So don't believe everything you see online. Don't believe anything people say. It's a red flag. There's a lot of fake lifestyle out there. Pretensions. People lying and this guy was properly living 5-star life. Hotels, name it, caviar, champagne, private jets, exotic cars. All his clothes were designers. Waiting. Now you be big gate picking. Even big gate picking self never dressed like this. Mark Zuckerberg know they dress like this. Lori raw, na lie. Number 3, danger, stranger danger. We teach our children stranger danger. How come grown adults don't know about stranger danger? You meet a man online. It could be anything. You go and meet them up. 1 minute, the next thing, they are flying you all over the place. They can kidnap you. They can do anything to you. Now, why you dey hear say person go there, they don't see him again. They don't remove in some part of his body. The danger, I don't know. Some women, they very, very desperate, especially when the man, obviously, is a con man. So he go tell you what you want here. He was always saying the right thing. They say, oh, he listens. He's such a good listener. I feel like I can talk to him. I feel like, oh, he asked the right question. Of course, he's playing you. He's a master of an art. He's practiced the art over time because he's done it over and over and over and over again. So he's a great communicator because this is his selling point. You can investigate deeper. Yeah, you can. Even if it's not just Google, there's a way you can look people up. What I find is that these women didn't bother to they just did a quick Google search, put his name. And of course, they saw his website and they just assumed. I can create a website now and I will tell you that, I will just give myself one massive title. And if you go and Google it with that name I give you, it will come up. So sometimes even a quick Google search is not reliable. A lot of lies will come up. You need to do proper forensic investigation to get to the root of it. You've never seen this man work one day. You've not seen his office. In work, not to travel. You go say, my enemies are after me. I have to run. My enemies are after me. Oh, you go come dey tell the girls say they are not safe. Now, when did they tell them that say they are not safe? Say right now, please close your door. You go tell them, don't pick up your call. They're after you too because they know I love you. Then it will start promising them marriage quickly. Before you know, they start talking about number of children when they want born. Person when you don't even know him papa, you don't know him mama, you don't know where he come from. You plan, oh, number of children. I said this Cecile, don't go check flats. She went to look at a house that they are supposedly going to live together in London. The rent of this house is about, I don't even know how much. Who can remember how much they say the rent of that house was that she went to check for a man that is a complete counterfeit? Counterfeit, lorry, raw human being. My goodness. Women, oh my God. She don't dey check. 15K. Sarah, thank you. The house is 15K. The rent is 15K per month. If you can afford to use 15K per month to rent a flat or a house, why won't you buy a house if you are such a billionaire like you claim? Once we don't hear all those, oh, how are you? I miss you. I love you. You be like, say, get something, some hormonal imbalance they enter our brain as women. Where you be say, even the smartest of women will not go they think correct again. All you think about is the color of his eyes, his nose, the way he touches you, the way he kisses you, the way he, we get carried away with emotions so much. My goodness. So that's a red flag, oh, my people. Emotions, they go disappear very quick. All these emotions, they go disappear very, very quick. Another red flag, lending money. You just meet man. Before you know, if they tell you, say, my enemies are after me. This one make me laugh. Somebody did a post of it and put it on Instagram and said, my enemies are after me. Please, I need money. I need money. My enemies are after me. Now the person say, the people where they see and talk say, say, borrow me money. When I saw this one, I was laughing. Borrow me money. My enemies are after me. Borrow me 10,000 pounds. My enemies are after me. Okay, let's look at this critically now. This is the biggest red flag of them all. You claim to be a billionaire. Your father owns a diamond empire. If you are in trouble, who should you go to? Is it me, a girl you just met a month or 2 months ago, or your father? Why can't you go and talk to your father? Why can't you go and talk to your uncles? Maybe they are all from a very wealthy family. But you know what? These are our Oyibo sisters. They didn't even think about that. All they were thinking about is how they will save this guy. He will say, my enemy, they want to kill me. They want to delete me. Oh, hey, I just narrowly escaped. Especially, the one where they catch them. When he now takes a picture of his bodyguard. Oh, there was an incident last night. I mean, this guy is good. I don't know. I think it's somebody that was acting that role, because he would not. I don't think he will actively take part in the documentary, because he was threatening Netflix that he will sue them, he will do this, he will do that. So somebody played his role, but they use his face and they use some of the images that the women shared with them, videos. When they are in the private jet like this, all of them they do selfie. Now Instagram babes now, even though they are not babies, these are matured women. No, they are not 20-something-year-old though. You see them, they'll be doing videos, they'll be doing this to post on Instagram. So they collected all those videos to do the documentary. How can you meet a man within 1 month, he's telling you, my enemies are after me? You see what he did to Cecile? He said, he told her to add his name to her credit card. That was the first thing he did. He said, oh, I'm just in a jam right now. I'm going to pay you back. Please, I just need you to put my name on it so I can sort something else. Just about 10 or 10 days, maximum 2 weeks, and I'll pay you back. No baton. And she did. She called her American Express and added his name to it. And then she started increasing balance, increasing balance. They still do fake slip, fake employment letter, fake pay slip give you. Your brain not tell you say a man that claimed to be a billionaire that is giving you fake pay slip and fake employment paper. That means he's a fake person. The company is not even genuine. She didn't think like that. Oh, this Cecile went and took loan. She did borrow up and down. When she begin calculate her debts, Jesus Christ, she's still paying them off. Oh. I hear say that all people GoFundMe now. You know, so you both they will kuku contribute. As at the last time I checked, there was a lot of money in the GoFundMe. Oh. How much do they have on the GoFundMe now? My people. Now be smart, you know. The thing that's with thing that's with la. Now be smart thing. Now both of them can't connect. Now when they take arrest and they can't become friends. They don't even go holiday together. Hmm? Make I check how much they don't raise. Oh, they've raised 97,000 pounds, 660. Wow, 97,000 pounds, 660. Wow. You know, see life. You know, so you both they don't get problem. Amber, you are late to the party. They have 97K now, not dollars or pounds. That's how much they have now. From the Go Save Me, Go Found Me, I've been a Go Save Me, they call it Go Save Me. From the Go Found Me account, they have 97K in British pounds. Now how much they don't raise? So many red flags, my people. We're looking at the red flags that women ignore. Women we too they ignore. My daddy is a billionaire, but my enemies are after me. My enemies are after me. You are taking loans, you are taking payday loans, you are taking masking out your credit card, you know, taking more credit card, taking more loan just because he asked. You know, all he had to do was to paint a picture of their future. This is what these ladies wanted to hear. All this guy needed to do was to paint a picture of how their life is going to be beautiful, the children they will have. And you know, another thing that I would say this is the fifth red flag. Some women too are very, very greedy. Greed now make that they defraud people too. You see, it good to pity people where they defraud, but some of the people where they defraud too, they too they get greed for their body. Now it make all those Nigerian scammers they fit catch people because they will tell you say, "Oh, I'm expecting money, but I need money to bring the money out." Oh, you don't know how many Oyibo people fall for that. I'm the son of Sani Abacha. I'm the son of a military ruler in Nigeria. And my father's enemies are again, they are after me, but I have also they will call it big money. They can say I have $3 billion, but I just need $100,000 to bribe people so I can reach the money. And they'll start sending money. How many of you remember Fred Ajudua? How many of you are Nigerians that remember Fred Ajudua? Remember that guy? In those days when we were growing up, when 419 just they start. Megan, man. They use them chop where. They use them chop where. Yeah. People like Fred Ajudan and they start all those moves those days. Robin Hood move. My father is this, my mother is this. I have so money coming. I just need to unlock it. You see, some people that they dupe, they say they greedy. Long throats. You see all these ladies, they get long throats. Especially this Penila. Penila didn't date the guy, right? She said they didn't have chemistry, so they no do kerewa. They were just friends. But she was enjoying the money as well. She was traveling with him everywhere with his girlfriend, living the life, going on holidays, entering different private jets and different exotic cars. And this guy knows how to pick hotel. If you pick hotel today, you go they look say, wow, beautiful exotic hotel all over Europe. Now there they go. And she was enjoying it. So when you don't chop now, when the guy when they treat you, they give you this lifestyle. When he can't tell you it's a problem, you gotta bail him out. And that's exactly what he did. That's exactly what he did. He said, "Oh, I just need problem." She carried her money whether she said she was going to rent house with this or it was whatever she was going to do with the money. She gave it to him. The first money she gave him was $25,000. And when she found out later, when she now heard the story of Cecile and found out that the guy is a fraud, you're both too funny. She said, "I just need him to tell me the truth." She now called him and said, "Simon, I know your name is not Simon. I just need you to tell me the truth. Tell me the truth. I need to know the truth. Say it to me. This is the truth that I want to find out." And the guy tell her, say, "Don't believe everything you hear. You are asking somebody who does not even know that they are a liar, a complete psychopath. They tell and say, I been a sociopath. They tell and say, make it tell you truth. Doesn't even know how to tell the truth. All his life is lies. She wanted to use the money to buy a house being paid. I knew she mentioned something about house. He can't tell the truth because he's a liar. But you know what? Women too, the people that they defraud too, they have an element of greed in them. Because now the money today, and that's why the guy was so good at what he was doing. He would set them up and make himself look so exalted, as if I don't, the only thing I need from you is love. I just want to love and spoil you. Okay? I don't need anything from you. I just need your love and companionship. So when you don't chop, you don't enjoy, you don't cruise, you don't enter all the private jets, drink all the champagne, party all night. This guy go enter club, he go buy drink for everybody. And a champagne, no, the thing they flow like water. So when he contact you, say my enemies are after me, you have to rescue him from his enemies because you are part of the reason why the enemies are chasing him. So women too, greed. If you are greedy, then you that's a red flag. Is a red flag. Okay, let's talk. Let's talk. That's the summary of the red flags that I got from this. And if anybody knows any red flag or you want to contribute, let's have a conversation. Hey, look who's here. Conscious, Dede, you're welcome. Hi, Conscious. Can you hear me?
Auntie B,
Good evening. How are you?
good
Good
morning. It's
morning.
4:30
Good
here.
morning. It's 4:30
Oh,
again.
yeah, so once again you've kept me awake.
Oh my
Um,
goodness.
yes, so well done, Obodo Farm, and this is a great conversation that we're having today. Yesterday when I was saying that when a man is trying to date a woman, that a woman has no role in actually paying for a man, this is exactly what I was talking about.
Mhm,
And Yes, so the lessons in this, there are few, and you've mentioned all of them, but I would repeat them. I would say that first and foremost, it's like with Cecile. I think it was after 1 month that he started asking her for money,
mm,
and everything was just going so fast, so fast. So women, make una listen. We need to take it slow. Don't get carried away. When man they love bomb you, when man is just dazzling you with all these things, because these things for Nigeria we they used to them now. In fact, these guys still they learn safe in self they fly people with private jet. All these emotional scammers when just they sit down for back of laptop, they match women bill for abroad, they send then all they enter private jets now, but they send.
mhm,
So we tend to fall for, sweet words and everything. And I can't really blame these women because they were really swept off their feet. But really, when a man starts to expect you to do stuff just because you're dating, I think it's a big red flag. It's a big red flag. And not be me talking, because even for Genesis, God talks, say, a man go they provide for woman, and that is the way that is supposed to be, really. If he moves a woman to say that she get too much money one day and she want do something for man, then that's a different thing. But when a man come to demand and they talk say na enemies day after him, you go pray for the
mm.
man finish, especially
Abi,
if the man no be your husband.
Abi.
The other thing we say, this guy, they promise marriage, he promised Eileen and he promised see marriage. But he meets their family, oh, but they not ever meet his own family, you
Mm-mm.
know,
Mm-mm.
at all,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And even if they do Google search, they'll not go find them because the man changed his name,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So they just they do, long throat like you talk now, greed really. So the other thing we say, these two girls, then cause they borrow money, they were taking loans to fund him. And I think that whether it's man, woman, friend, boyfriend, husband, if you don't have, don't give. That is it. You
Mm-hmm.
can't give what you don't have.
Abby.
That's why that Cecile be one by herself now.
Mm.
She say when she dey drive one day, she won't just drive for front of lorry.
I
She won't
felt
by
sorry
herself
for them,
because
oh man. Wow.
how you go they carry loan? You go they carry loan, they give person. Don't
Mm.
borrow money to lend people money. If you don't have, you don't have. And
Mm-hmm.
people that don't appreciate you just because you can't give them something, you don't need them in your life. Full stop. That's
Mm.
it. And then Eileen was my favorite, actually. She was very, very shrewd.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like a typical Beanie girl like me.
Yeah, so that gets sharp,
You
man. I
know?
like her.
you know,
She was in the airport when she saw the story broke. She was about to board the
exactly.
plane,
She had
but she
already
still carried
boarded.
on.
She
Hmm.
forwarded it to him and she read it and she believed what she read. She followed her gut
Mm-hmm.
and she was strategic. She did not let her emotions rule her. And as she dealt with the man the longest time, see, a 18 months, I think, that she had been with him, but she did not let her emotions rule her. She strategized, and it was because of her that they eventually arrested him. You know, so women, when man don't dog you like this, really, I don't hear many stories for this platform when I don't learn from and me self me get my own story and me still dey inside the story. Otherwise, I go share my story once it finish. But I'm in my strategic part now.
Mm-hmm.
When you go through something like this and someone has really crossed you, you need to take yourself out of your emotions. You need to be strategic. You need to
Mm-hmm.
plan because person tell me when I small one thing that I've never forgotten,
Mm-hmm.
which is life is a game and you have to play to win. If you have not won, it is not the end.
Hmm.
So you must use high sense, Agbari. You must use it. So the whole thing was just very well orchestrated. I can't really blame them, but where I really do blame them is where they're given what they don't have
Hmm.
for something that they can't see, really.
Hmm.
And we should all really learn from that. If you don't have, whether a man, a woman, a friend, like I say, just don't give. That
So,
is
I
the
mean,
bottom line.
conscious if na Naija person now or African, they go say na juju. You know, no.
Now, some kind of juju when they call love. Now, love could be like juju
Love
sometimes,
na juju too because women na our toxic be na our poison be that. You know.
Now, juju,
When we
but
don't sweeten us up like this, naughty woman. Now why they tell some of our brothers on this platform are saying women they easy. Just understand us and treat us well. They go carry their life, give you. Now this women show so. You see how Simon treat them, that guy, with all the fakery. As he treat them, I make the women begin their own kita kita kita. They borrow money up and down.
that are the thing. That are women when sharp. That are women when okay, like Penila no be a chick now, no be a girlfriend.
Mm,
But she still give money when she don't save, they do deposit for mortgage. She give
mm, mm.
and the reason why she give only God know because she don't over enjoy pass herself really.
Yes, You go to
you
look,
know,
you enjoy. They follow and travel.
you
They
know,
follow and they
if
go
they
party,
follow
everything.
the
Mm.
man go, he then go restaurant, he go order everything when they the
Mm-hmm.
menu, everything finish. They go
Mm-hmm.
chop, they
Mm-hmm.
go happy, you
Mm.
know. So the thing is that really, and why I keep saying that it's a man's role to provide for a woman, unless a woman decides just out of the kindness of her heart that she wants to do something for a man, is because of exactly this. When a woman gives a loan, you cannot loan your husband money, because when are you going to ask him for it? Now when una don knack finish, the thing sweet, you can
I
say,
wonder. I wonder.
that's that my money when you owe me, may you
The
give me.
one I
And
get
then
one
now when
senior
una
brother.
dey fight,
One of my senior brother, the money when wife loan am since when I small. Till today, they never pay him. He go say,
they're
loan me,
not,
I go give you. Loan me, I go give
you
you
not
for where.
fit now. You not fit, because if your husband loan you money, then he can ask you, you go vex now.
Hmm.
So anything that we can't let go of, then we really shouldn't be letting go of it, and
Amen.
that's the bottom line. and
Hmm.
and when we do, and that's why, these women, especially Cecile, was really in a tight spot. And at the end, there was this update saying that they are paying the loan small small because their banks no agree here, say na fraud
No, no concern back, so no, they
at
don't
all.
care. You take the money, you
At
pay it.
all. You
Mm-hmm.
go pay. Meanwhile, the
And their
guy they
credit is
enjoy.
finished.
He
You don't
gets
finish their
new
credit.
model.
Mm.
Yes, the guy they enjoy. He get new model. Because they don't know and rich house. You must
Mm.
know people rich house. You know
Mm.
if you do this thing with it Israeli girls.
Mm-hmm.
Because they go
Well,
know and
they
rich
don't,
house.
none of the girls even ask, say, okay, let's go to Israel. Let me meet your family. None of them ask. You just day
Nothing.
Europe. Mm.
Nothing. Nothing.
Mm.
So
Okay.
that is it.
Thank
Make
you
I go
very
sleep.
much. You
Thank you
try.
very
Sleep,
much.
oh, conscious. God bless
Well
you.
done.
We
Thank
are
you.
falling in love with you in this platform. A lot of people are graduating you. Thank you so much for taking the
Now
time
me
again
love
today.
na pass.
You
Thank
do
you. Love
well.
you, Auntie B.
Love you,
Thank you.
sis. Bye. Oh dear. Lashen, you are next. Hello, Lashen. You're welcome.
Hello, Auntie B. Good afternoon over here. I know
Afternoon.
it's good evening over there. Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, wow. I saw the documentary myself and I was like, wow, when I saw it, I was like, wow, women do fall for things like this. And apart from the fact that you say, people, when people are greedy, they easily fall for things like this. Something else that causes it is love. Some women fall in love so blindly and they get carried away. That's why we have the word love is blind, because
Mm-hmm.
women fall in love and they lose their sense of reasoning when they fall in
Mm.
love. I remember I had a client some few years ago, and this client, she was talking to me about, she's an older woman. She actually lives in subsidized apartment for older people. So she wasn't young. She's an older woman. And there was a time she was telling me, oh, I met this Nigerian guy. He's a white guy. And I'm like, excuse me, ma'am, a white Nigerian guy? She said, yeah, he's a white guy. Don't you have white guys? I'm like, no, we
We
don't have
have,
white
no,
guys.
we have plenty. Half of Nigeria is white.
I'm like, we don't have white Nigerian men. We can have mixed, race, but we don't have white. He said, no, he's white. And then
Mm-hmm.
she was telling me the guy was coming over to visit her in America. And
Mm-hmm.
then the guy on his way to the airport, he had an accident and she had to, send some money. He called her and was like, oh, babe, I got involved in an accident. You need to send me some money. And she said, and I'm like, ma'am, how much have you sent him? She's like, well, I think I've sent him about $250,000. I was like, what? I'm like,
Yes.
stop sending him money is not real. Eventually, another friend of hers told me, the case, blew out, she called, she got involved, it got, really messy. But what am I trying to say? That woman was not young. She was an older woman. But
Mm-hmm.
because she was talking to someone online who was making her feel good about herself,
Mm-hmm.
she lost all our, our minds and our, into it. Even our children were so upset that, mom, you mean you have that kind of money So she was very, she was just giving him all her money. So most times women get carried away, and it's so unfortunate. We hear other people's story, but we still keep doing it. So
Yes.
I just want to encourage women that no matter how much you love someone, that's why the past few days we're talking about Nigerian men not liking Nigerian women, and we're like, oh, Nigerian men don't like to spend money. Why would you want to spend money into a relationship that you don't know is secure? I won't advise anyone to invest their life or their money on someone you don't even know or you're not sure of. So don't ever get carried away by love. Shine your eyes. I always tell people, because I counsel people, especially who people are getting married. I say, look, when you are praying, you can close your eyes for every prayer. But when it comes to marriage, when you are praying for a man, open your eyes very well. Because
Mm,
that man that you are praying for, you have to be able to see what you are praying for, what you are getting into. So
mm.
women, we must learn from these mistakes and never, fall into it. So thank you so much, Auntie B, for giving me the
Thank you,
opportunity.
Lashe. I
All right.
appreciate your call. Thank
Thank
you
you,
so
babe.
much, my darling. Temi D, how are you, sweetie? It's been a while.
Yes, it has.
How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Nice to see you, and nice to have you on
Likewise,
board tonight.
likewise. Thanks for doing this today. I just said, honestly, the number of stories I've personally experienced through friends or even myself, there are different levels to this. It's easy to say to people, oh, you should have known, or what do you think? The level people use the scam is personalized, right?
Mm-hmm.
Of
Mm-hmm.
course, the basics of a scam is always the same. They
Mm-hmm.
get close to you, they make you feel, let your guard down, make you trust them, they make you feel
Mm-hmm.
comfortable, and then they
Mm-hmm.
hit you with the unsuspected, right? And at that point, because you're already emotionally involved,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't think bad or you're not suspicious of them, you're willing to, one, sacrifice, right? And of course, then the level of how far they've gotten you will determine how far you go.
Mm-hmm.
But reality is, it's some people go through lens. So I remember for myself, I'm someone who always pride myself in, I'm not easily moved or easily falling for scams, or like I'm always able to be like, oh, no, 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 no. But then when I had a similar experience, it made me realize that even quote unquote the best of us can fall to an extent for this kind of scam.
Yes.
Now, of course,
Yes.
there's a difference between $250,000, right,
Mm-hmm.
and like maybe 2K, right? But my point is, you can fall for something to an extent.
Anybody can fall. That's the truth.
Yeah, that 250K, that was okay. That was a bit much. Now, unfortunately, what in this case, the guy obviously played on the intelligence, on the naivete. Obviously, they did some research, but the guy had a deep con going, right? And when somebody has shown you a certain lifestyle that they're living, even before they met you and while you're with them, you think to yourself, oh, if I help this person with some money, they won't scam me because they have it. They don't need scam me, right? But it was an average person off the street that asked you, you'd be a bit more cautious. But when somebody who quote unquote has it, it's easier for you to fall. Now, the 250 was definitely, he really, really kept dragging the whole, oh, Peter is down. Peter, sorry. For the last 2 days, all I've been saying at home is, Peter is down, send me money. But like this guy even went as far as hire fake actors, hired a paramedic. Because I don't know if you remember the video that he showed. He actually sent her video, not just
Yes.
pictures, right?
Yes. Yes.
Just to
Yes.
make it even more like believable.
Yes.
And it's just like the length people go
Mm-hmm.
to do it. I remember I was dating someone once who was a quote unquote family friend of mine, and we were just friends over the years, but we never dated. And so when we actually did date, it was very nice. Took me out, we traveled, bought me stuff, did stuff for me, and then he hit me with the, oh, I have an emergency
Mm-hmm.
situation.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And again, this is somebody I have known for years. This is not somebody I met last month. So you're
Mm-hmm.
not thinking, oh, this person wants to scam me, right? So of course I'm thinking, I don't like all this. I have an emergency. But the person had a complicated issue. They were moving from one country to the other, blah, blah, blah. And basically they were expecting some funds. Show me the documents of the funds they were expecting.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just delayed and they needed something immediately. So I'm like, okay, this is not how I typically roll, but you know what? Just for the sake of how I know you, let me help you out. I'll get it back. And I had a timeline. Timeline came, timeline went. All this, all that. And then eventually it started becoming clear to me that this person was not forthcoming. And that's when, like I said in my message, the Yoruba girl that make him out, all the funele. I was like, oh boy, where my money? You understand?
You forgot phone. You throw away
I
phone in one
forgot for I
corner.
said, forget. I said, they're not bombing for Nigeria, but no, for today, the Nigerian will come out. Find me my money, please. If you don't want your entire generation to have problem, Biko, let us not have problem, because I said, I'm not. I had to go like militant on the guy, and he's like, oh, you know what? No, I won't do that to you. Oh, but you know what he did? He paid me that money back, oh, with the interest. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I charged 30% interest. I said, yeah, give my money. Of course, it was money I could lose in the sense that I didn't owe it. I gave it to him, but I said I need my
Mm.
money back, and I'm going to charge
Mm.
you interest until I get my money back. When I got the money back, guess how I got it back? He had another girl send me the money.
No baton.
Can you imagine? I
Hmm.
saw a woman's name, and I at first I was like, should I take this money? I was like, how's my business?
It's none
When
of your business.
when you
As long as
follow
it
me, when
pays,
you
how he
know, I'm
pays
like,
it, whatever
never
story he told
again.
her. Mm-hmm.
Once beaten, twice. I never in my life thought that
Hmm.
person would do that to me.
Mm-hmm.
Although I got my money back, but when I now found out more, there were other people in the past who had given money as well who never got it back.
Hmm.
Even if they got some, they never got it full. So that's what he used to do. He would wine and dine you. He would have something. He always robbing Peter to pay Paul.
Mm-hmm.
He's
Mm-hmm.
doing well now today, but like
He's
at that
copying
point he
from
was
this
going through
guy.
a
He's
rough patch.
copying from this fake Israeli guy.
Ah, it's just it's yeah. I think one of the ones I've heard that has been like really shocking to me is, even if these people had met his family, it doesn't matter. These people, they
Mm-hmm.
hire people to pretend.
Oh
I
yeah.
know someone who met her family. She met the mom. She met the siblings. They moved in together, and I kept telling her, sis, be careful. This because she moved from where we live to another province. I said, this Toronto guys, no offense to Toronto men. I said they are on a different level. I said, be careful. They are very slick. Next
Mm.
thing you know, he's moved in with her, and I'm like, is he paying rent or he just
Mm-hmm.
moved in with you? Oh, and this is that. When I put pressure on her, I said, we need to research this person. I'm not comfortable. Something in my spirit is not sitting well. I
Mm-hmm.
went to Toronto. I saw him. I act like I don't speak Yoruba, so wanted to listen to what he was saying around me, and something was off. When we did a deep dive, and she's like, "Oh, he goes to work before me." I go, "Where are his IDs? Where are his documents?" "Oh, it's never in the house." I said, "You will do all nights tonight,
Mm-hmm.
okay?" He
Mm-hmm.
went to bed. I said to her, "I will stay up with you at night. When he goes to bed, get out, go to the car, go and look for the documents in his car." Will you believe when she went to go check his information, the name that he gave her is not the name on his ID?
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
This guy lied he was born in Canada, he was born in Nigeria. Like lies that are not even required. They don't make any sense. Who cares where you're
Hmm.
born? Like from the
Mm-hmm.
beginning of when he met her, everything was lies.
Hmm.
So she freaked out. I said to her, "You need to leave the house right away because you don't even know who you're sleeping with in the house." She said every morning this guy would leave the house, go to work before her. But what was happening was he wasn't going to work. He would leave. As she's left, he would come back into the house.
Mm-hmm.
So he didn't work for months. Now I had to get him out. This girl was even trying to have a baby with this guy.
Hmm.
That they had even
Hmm.
gone to fertility clinic. They were going to
Wow.
do IVF. So
Hmm.
when she confronted him about the job, she called his job. He didn't work there. So she had gone online. He had done a fake thing online that he worked there. When he finally called and got the actual number, they said they didn't know who he was. She was
Hmm.
devastated. When she finally confronted him, I told her to do this in public. This guy didn't say a word. She was like, "Oh," she goes, "I called your job and they said they don't know you and everything is a lie." He's like, "Oh, you mean you called Jessica? She's new."
Lórí irọ́.
Hey,
Lórí
Jessica,
irọ́.
it is
Hmm.
well. I was
It
like,
is
don't
well.
fall for it. And I said,
Hmm.
delete him from you everywhere. Take everything out. In fact, if you can even move. This guy is dangerous. The guy walked away and never gave her any explanation. To this day, she does not know what his real name is.
And he has another mark.
He does.
Mm-hmm. He
He
has
does.
another mark.
I said he must have another family. I said the
Mm-hmm.
fact that his own family would even see you and pretend, and he's living off of you and you're paying his bills eventually. It didn't happen overnight, but that's what happened. Oh, he's looking for a house. He wants to buy a house. He's trying to save
Well,
money.
well, you know what I find, Timidi? When there are too many stories, inside those stories, there are lies.
Yes.
Erotic. There are too many explanations. When somebody is always having these elaborate stories about things, too many stories.
Huh.
Because this is what this guy was doing. He always has stories. Oh,
Yeah.
my enemies are plenty. My enemies are after me. My
Yeah.
enemies, they
Oh,
hate me.
I'm
They
traveling.
hate
Oh, I
me.
was out of town. Oh,
Mm.
I couldn't pick up the phone. Oh, I was on a business trip. Everything is all lies.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm
Mm-hmm.
thinking you lied to a woman and you're willing to give her your sperm to have a kid, but she
Yeah.
doesn't even know your name.
She would have been committed to him for life if not for you. If that baby
Exactly.
happened.
I told her, I said, tell them to throw it away. I said, I know it's expensive. You wasted money. I said, you cannot have a child for someone like that. You don't know who they are. God forbid that child inherits that behavior. You don't need that in your life.
Mm-hmm.
It was painful, but she walked away. She's married now
Mm.
and she's happy and has a kid with somebody else. But
Yeah, it's
that's how
better.
she
It's
almost
better.
ended
I
up one
mean,
chance. But people go
a broken
far.
engagement is better than.
People go far with this thing, so you have to be
Mm.
careful. Even if you're intelligent,
Yeah.
anybody can do this to you one way or the other. The length of the scam will vary, but anybody can deceive. So you have to be very, very careful. Just that some people
Amen.
just are a con artist and will go any length. Thank God this lady's left with their lives. What if he killed them?
Mm. Thank you
What if
so
he
much,
did? What if
Timothy.
he did something to hurt them? So we have to be careful.
Mm. Yeah.
Even if it's somebody in our community or outside of community, people do stuff. And don't forget, these women, they're not probably accustomed to understanding fraud and con and how people are. And that girl, you go not say, you gotta be careful. The phone I did there. But these people, they don't strike me as people who sabi say anything they happen for outside. So
Mm-hmm.
that's how I took advantage of them. But anyway, I'm glad they got out and hopefully the GoFundMe would help them pay off their debt and they've learned the lesson and other people
Yeah,
learn
I
the
think they
lesson.
raised the money
Don't
because
give
they're already
money.
doing very
Don't
well. Yeah.
don't have people have access to your money, because even if you don't give the money and they have access to your information, they can go borrow money behind your back. I've seen
Mm.
someone do that too, where he
Mm.
used her credit and her info behind her back and ended up owing over $100,000 and she had no idea.
Mm.
You got to be
Yeah,
careful.
absolutely.
Lord
Thank
help
you so
us.
much.
It is
Yeah.
well.
Thank you, Timothy.
Thanks
Appreciate
again. It was
you.
lovely talking to you again. Take care.
Thank you. Look after yourself, sweetie. Yeah. Thank you. Adana say that, she's lucky he didn't delete her out of anger for finding him out. It's a good thing you brought that up, Adana, because one of the ladies, this one, no, not this one, the other one that lives in Sweden, they were so terrified of their life because he started threatening them on the phone. There are consequences. There are consequences for your action, and you are going to pay for it. You are going to. Once he knows, because okay, this is how this guy operated. If he knows that you know now that he's a scammer, he will try to convince you that this is the work of the enemy. His enemies are after him. It's his enemies that are painting all these lies against him. But if you insist that he has double identity and everything he said is a lie, he will start, and you cut him off. Now there the threat go start. Imagine Oyibo that they run, that they shake. Say they threaten them. Somebody where you go look for, where you go rural send some area boys, may they help you dislocate in leg. Olushi. Bliss, you're welcome. Hi Bliss. You're on now. Can you hear me? Okay, I can hear Bliss. I'm gonna move on to Heart Desire. Hi Desire.
Hello.
Bliss, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, I was talking a while ago, you didn't hear. What do you have to say? Go on.
Um, this is a sad situation. I just want to share my small tip on how I catch this kind of men.
Mm-hmm.
I play their games back to them.
It's happened
Pretend
to
that
you
you
before?
a lot of times. Oh, I love you. You're gonna be the mother of my kids. The queen did. Just pretend you're falling in love with them too. If possible, put their pictures on your display, on your update or anywhere. Pretend you're in love as well. Then watch out. That is when they will start. Once the man says money, dump him. So that's just my simple tip. And I've caught up to 10 Nigerian guys. They're like that you know oh, love, love, love. Oh, I love you too. When they put their pictures back, and then that is when your eyes should be down to catch this kind of man. Because when you're uptight, they're not going to show you all that, and you end up wasting your time. Even 1 week love bomb that fake. Show them too that you love them. I can't do without you, baby. Say the same thing to them. Put their pictures, put flower, my nah. Then they will come up with asking you for money. Sometimes they start small. Give me small
Mm,
money. Anything money, run away, run for your dear life. It's
mm,
not worth it. You will waste your time and break your heart by yourself. So
mm.
that's what I wanted to share. That's my tactics.
All right. Bliss is sharing how she deals with fakeries, all the fakeries that are trying to love bomb her, and the 419 people that try to win her heart. This is how she deals with them. So if you can, but it's not everybody that can play that game. So this is how she deals with them, but not everybody can engage. If you are not the kind of person that can play that game, it's best not to engage. If you suspect that this person is not who they say they are, or they are lying and they are trying to scam you, it's best to just block and move on. But if you can play game like Bliss, then okay, carry go. Hard desire, mute yourself, please.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon. How are you?
We're good.
Good.
Um, wow, this I'm actually watching it right now. I had to pause it to come
Oh,
over here.
really? You just are watching?
I just watch it to pause it, and just from the beginning, I'm like, "Ah, I can't believe that this is silly," but that's by the way, it happens to everybody. But I would just note, as you said, you gave all the red flags and everything. Still, greed is part of it. Yeah, there's a very there's a high level of scam. Scam comes in grade. There's a
Mm-hmm.
professional, there's an upgrade, there's a pro max, there's a double pro max, and all that.
Mm-hmm.
These ladies went through a whole lot. But at the end of the day, you're dating someone, you met someone. 2 weeks down the line, the guy just tells you, I had emergency. Oh, my mom is not feeling fine. Oh, my brother, quickly, and he just asks you to just send whatever amount of money. I don't know how certain women do not ration to think, okay, why should I be the one to provide that money at that point in time? But yeah, as one of the callers said, um, when women fall in love, they fall in love and everything. I've told
Mm.
myself in this life, I will not fall in love. I will have boots on. So if I fall, I will get up and all that. So I will fall and
You
get
won't
up
fall
and
in
all
love.
that.
You walk in love.
Because
You walk inside.
I will walk in love. I will walk and still hold something to support myself. That's how. But at the end of the day, it's an eye opener for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
This is out. This is out. You find that someone else is. People still fall prey. Both men,
Mm-hmm.
both women, and you find that all this kind of scam. It doesn't just cut across just women alone. Men also scam other men.
Really?
As bad as yes, they also scam other men.
Would that be
They
emotional
scam other
scam?
men.
How would a man scam
No,
another one
not
emotionally? Is
emotion,
that
not emotional scam. So now the thing,
okay?
like I said, it's always greed. It's greed.
Oh, okay.
Mostly the elderly men. No one is paying attention to them. The man who is scamming you is using the face of Eileen. He hasn't met the lady from nowhere. It's just the voice and the picture. They know how they do all these things, and they
Oh
scam
yes. Oh
another
yes.
man. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and it happens. It happens
Mm-hmm.
every day. And one thing about UK, the obodoyibo, the abroad is they're not interested. Or you take all the money, they will keep it for you. When you
Mm-hmm.
finish flirting, jumping, you will come back and pay their money. They don't want to
Mm-hmm.
know what happened to Adam. Adam who came to meet Jonah. That's not their
Mm-hmm.
business.
Yeah.
They will just have to collect. So it's just like everyone just needs to be careful. Whether you're a guy dating a lady, you're a lady dating a guy, watch out for certain things. Whether you've been dating him for 3 years, however years, as long if he's not your husband and he comes from no God knows when, comes to cry like a goat and come to meet you, oh, this
Mm.
emergency. I just tell him, Oga, no get.
Abby.
Madam, I do not
Mm.
whichever party is coming from. I mean, I see them every day. I'm here in the US,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, every day. You even meet a full-blown man with let me know with pubic hair everywhere. He will see you, he will be like, oh, you're attractive, you're this. I have an emergency. Can you borrow me X amount of money? And I'm like, as
Mm.
what?
Mm.
As uncle or my brother or as where? Where's the
Once they
relationship?
introduce money, whether it's man or woman, once they introduce money, I beg take off.
Money, you just leave. You just tell the person,
Mm.
even if you're on a date, no matter how expensive that date is, you pack your bag. hold your purse, and you walk out immediately. I tell people, and when you're quite straight out, quite too strict like that, you find that they tell their
Don't
clique
go there.
knows. They
Don't
will
go there.
always,
This one too,
yeah,
it too obuai.
they will tell you, do not go to meet this one. This one is a no-go area and all that. So let's just be intelligent enough. These three ladies, they were intelligent, they had their career, they were doing so well, but still they were able to fall for it. Why? Because they wanted a certain kind of life. And he gave
Yeah.
them that picture, and it happened like this. As I say, scams, there's a high level of scam. Whatever level you fall into, you just have to be careful. That's just what
Yeah.
I can say.
Thank you. Thank you, Hard Desire. I
You're
appreciate your
welcome.
call. He said, I won't fall in love. I will wear boots so that I can walk out. That's so funny. I guess what you mean is that you're going to fall in love with your eyes wide open. Your own love is not blind. That's what you're saying, my brother. Buki, you're next. What do you have to say, sweetie?
Hello, Sis B.
You're welcome.
Sister B, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, awesome. So I watched this movie maybe a couple days ago, and I've seen a few reviews. And the main thing that I'm getting from the reviews, a lot of people are saying, these girls are greedy or they wanted some sort of life, blah, blah, blah. The truth is, Sister B, anybody can fall for scam.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. This thing where I won't tell you, no laugh meal.
Uh-uh. I don't,
No laugh meal.
even if I laugh, not be you are the laugh. If the situation funny, I feel laugh, but I'm not laughing at you. Really, you know that. Mm.
Last year, when I first started my job, in our industry, in IT industry, it's very normal for us to communicate via text message or personal phone, like after hours.
Okay.
So I got a text message from my boss's boss, our CEO. The CEO now said, "Hey, I need to um, do like what is it called? Not performance review, but acknowledgement that I should help him buy gift card and that I shouldn't tell anybody." Eh, that's not out of the ordinary. It's very common that when you're doing those kind of things, you give people gift card and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So now I carry myself go Walmart too. And I went to buy gift card. I am so ashamed to say, Sister B,
No, don't
this
be. Don't be. It can happen to
hmm,
the best of us, to be honest.
this
Mm.
gift card then it reached $3,000.
Hmm.
I'm telling you. So after I bought there was one red flag that I noticed.
Mm-hmm.
This person that was supposed to be my boss kept
Mm.
asking me to buy Google Play,
Mm-mm.
which is weird because whenever I've done gift cards for my direct reports too. But if I'm going to give someone gift card, I will give
Mm.
them gift card like Walmart. If I know they have children, I might give
Mm.
them gift card like main event. If it's like a
Mm-hmm.
baby shower, we'll give like Babies R Us or Walmart stuff like that. So the
Mm-hmm.
one red flag I saw was who wants $500 of Google Play,
Mm-hmm.
and I said okay, whatever. Maybe people like Google Play. You never know.
Mm-hmm.
Later, and then the person kept saying, okay, scratch it and email it and text it to me.
And this was your boss's number.
Yes, it
My
wasn't
God.
the number. Actually, it was one number missing.
Oh, you didn't notice.
I didn't notice
I
because
see.
it was very, very similar to my boss's number.
And you
And
didn't call to check or anything like that.
no,
Hi.
no. And I don't have his number saved. This is not even like
Okay.
my direct boss. This is a CEO, but we all have each other's numbers, but I don't have his
Mm-hmm.
number saved, right? So let's say the first 8 numbers looked very similar. So when I just saw the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I was like, okay, fine, I'll do it. So
Hmm.
I went to the store and I bought the gift card. After I finished buying the gift card and I sent it to the person, I now called the person, right? And I said, hey, I'm gonna go back home, blah, 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 blah. I noticed that the person did not pick up the phone. they now said I'm still in the meeting. By this time, it was already 7, 8 p.m. And I'm like, the
Hmm.
meeting you've been doing since 5:30.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I now said, take a picture or whatever. Let me verify that you are my boss. That person
Mm-hmm.
did not answer.
Hmm.
Now you might 44419.
So what you should have done before, you now did it later.
Before, Sister B, that's
Mm.
why I said no laugh me.
You put
Hey,
no, I don't laugh you. Anybody can fall, to be honest. No, this one is not even a laughing matter. Because I mean anybody can fall. This is somebody that you hold in, you respect. So if your boss, somebody that is the CEO of a company that you work for, is asking for
mm-hmm,
something, how you go even say, I mean, it's chicken change to him, even though it's
exactly.
$2,000, but this is change to him. So
Yeah,
you
and
feel
it's
like, okay, how would you even know? Hi.
exactly. And normally when you buy stuff like that, you will expense it and they'll give you your money back, right? Thank
Mm,
God that I didn't have a company credit card at that time. Can you
mhm.
imagine if I had put this kind of amount in my company credit card? I
Can
mean,
you
I've
not
already
reverse
lost.
it if it's a if it's a store card? Can the store not reverse it if you have the
No, no,
receipts?
if it's my own bank card, no, they didn't refund it to because now me
Mm,
carry my two leg, go back, go
go buy
store,
them.
go buy them.
Mm,
I opened a fraud case and they rejected it. But
mm,
anyway, after I found out that that was a lie, I made sure to tell everybody at my job because I don't know who this person is. I don't want
mhm.
somebody
And
else,
how they got
you
your
know,
number in the first place?
exactly because nobody knows my number.
Hmm.
Very, very, very few people know my number. So I made sure that we sent an email out to everybody in the company. But that thing is that it affected me, not just for the
I can
money. It
imagine.
made me feel
Mm,
like, wow, so I'm really, really me that I think I'm a smart girl. So I'm really, really
you
stupid
can
like this.
fall. Yeah, it will
And
affect
I
your
went to
confidence.
yes, I
Mm,
went to the authorities, and this is the second mistake I made. After I went to the authorities and I reported it, they told me to download an app. And I
mhm,
remember the cop telling me, this person is going to call you back. Do
mhm,
not be emotional. And I was like, why would they call me back? If you do 419 for someone, you should know that you shouldn't go there again, right? Unless
mhm,
this person thinks I'm absolutely stupid.
mhm,
So when the cop was telling me that I should, if they call me back, I should make sure that I talk to the person and stay on the phone with them for at least 5 minutes, maybe about a week, because they wanted to track where that phone was coming from. Maybe about a week later, the person sent me the same text message. Sister B, when I saw that text message, the
hmm,
first thing that came to my mind was, oh, you really think I'm stupid? I
mhm.
called, started to curse the guy. I forgot everything they told me that I should not be emotional. And I started cursing the guy out. I was like, Ogun will punish you. That's a good money. I should have acted like Eileen. I should have just
Mm.
taken it
Oh,
in.
Eileen is smart.
Yes,
Mm,
I should. But
mm,
when I tell you that my mind flew away and I
mm.
became emotional, like, are you serious? You're gonna
Yeah.
do this again?
Mhm,
So finally, after that one went, and now the person now said, it said something. I was like, can you get on the phone and talk? Just please stay on the phone with me for 5 minutes. Apparently, they knew I was trying to track them.
yes, you said
So
the wrong thing.
I said the wrong thing.
Your
So
emotions took over,
yes.
Bookie.
So when I was
Mm,
watching that show, I was like, man, this Eileen girl, she tried. Because when this happened to me, I was mad. And I remember specifically them telling me, don't get mad, don't get
mhm,
emotional. It has nothing to do with you. You're not stupid. But when somebody sends you the same exact text,
mm.
emotionally, it makes you feel like, really? Did you
Really?
really think I'm stupid?
Again?
Again? You didn't even change the words anyhow.
Mm.
That's how I wasn't able to track that person.
Oh,
So
it's
yeah.
okay.
So
It's
I'm saying
okay.
that to say a lot of reviews I've heard, people are like, oh, this girls too, they are greedy. Was I greedy? Now, I sit down before
But
somebody
your own was
send me
not an
text
emotional
message.
one. That's the difference.
Yes, yes.
This one,
But
the reason why we said the girls are greedy is because they enjoy the lifestyle. You see,
yes,
they
yes.
enjoy the emotional connection. Not be say the guy even fine self. He be like Harry Potter with his small head.
Exactly.
Not be saying a really
Exactly.
hot guy. So I don't even know what's the big deal with his round glasses when they make them, they feel say, okay, see as he be, they're skinny. He's
Very
not really a hot
skinny.
guy. He doesn't have the body or anything like that. No, he don't look hot. So what you know they fall for and for. So your
But
own is
Sister
different,
B,
Bookie, because this is not
the guy
emotional, it was
try
work.
you. Yes, but he tried. The way he set everything up.
See, you know what he remind me of, Buki? He reminded me
Yeah.
of when Jesus was being tempted. When the Bible told us how Satan took Jesus. I don't know if you're a Christian,
Mm-hmm.
to the
No, no,
highest
no.
mountain and say, "Look at
Sister
this
B, you know
one."
we've talked about this before.
Hmm. And
Me,
he
I know
said,
the Christian like that,
"We will
but
not be Christian like
go
that. Those who
ahead.
are Christians will not understand what I mean." He said, "Look at
Yeah,
this."
I grew
Even
up
show
Christian, but
he
I
played
understand.
that video for Jesus and said, "I will give you." He enticed him. This is exactly what this guy did. But
Yes,
thank God for the Spirit of
yes,
God. Now Jesus no for tell and say, "Get behind me, Satan." This is
yes,
exactly what this guy did.
yeah,
He
yeah,
don't spread the whole thing for their front. They don't. They see private jet, see
exactly.
five-star hotel, everything. This guy, he was like
No,
living the life.
this one. I was watching it. I was like, seriously, this guy put a lot of time into this
Yes,
stuff.
yes, and he's not a foolish
Wow,
person. Oh, this guy he gets sense, so he's very smart.
it's very smart.
He knew
Use
exactly what
your
he was doing.
yes. Why
The
can't you
first
use
time
your
that
smart for something else?
this one when it comes, so this one was I say I know like the UK one when it come the Cecile. The first time she went to his hotel, do you know she went there early. Make you see her anxiety. When she see the hotel, she they shake, they shake, they shake.
Mm,
And he kept her waiting for 20 minutes.
that's crazy. That's why you should have left. Who are
He don't
you? I don't care
prepare
if you are the
that
king of
already.
Saudi.
And then when he now came, it be like movie star. It just suave, enter. It's all
Sister,
about
we say
it's
suave.
now manipulation, Bookie. He
Yes,
was
yes,
manipulating her already. The game had already started from when she showed up in that hotel. You understand?
yeah.
So he already set the scene. When he come
Mm-hmm.
enter, her anxiety
Mm-hmm.
level were off. She was palpitating. She was thinking, "Oh my God, I found a billionaire." The guy come with that
Mm-hmm.
champagne, caviar, everything. The girl say,
No, he
"Hey,
put a
babe."
lot of thought into it.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, he put a lot of effort into this stuff. I was like, Jesus.
Hmm.
Anyway, Sister B,
Thank
make
you,
I
my
let somebody
darling.
else call.
You try, you try, you try.
All
Be
right,
careful,
thank
my
you.
dear. It is
All
well.
right.
It won't happen to you again. Thank you, Buki. Bio was telling us in the comment section that a lot of companies, also sends all those phishing emails to test you to see if you're going to fall. So if you work in a corporate environment, please be careful of the kind of emails that you're engaging with. All those email when you don't understand, please just spam them immediately. As a rule, me, I don't click on any email that is just a link. If you send me a link, I will just all of you that are sending me link from social media, YouTube, this, I know they click on. I just spam it immediately because that is the easiest way they can catch you. Phishing email. Jesus. Jane, you're welcome. Hi, Jane. Unmute
Hi,
yourself.
hi, Sister B.
Hi, you're welcome.
How are you? I've been watching you. I do watch, and sometimes I'm at work watching, but I've never called in live.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you.
Yeah. Mm. I'm in UK anyway. I'm in Slough. I know you've heard about Slough because you're in UK yourself, so you know that.
Yeah, yeah, I know Slough.
Yeah. So I'm a fan anyway, and I like everything that you put out there.
Thank you.
Very educative, and we appreciate you, and we pray that God will give you the strength to continue.
Amen. Thank you.
So I'd like to talk about a friend.
Mm-hmm.
I used to have a friend who is a very good friend, although a bit older than me.
Mm-hmm.
So do you know this Nigerian actor called Mike Ezuronya? I don't know if I'm I'm saying
Yes,
it right. I'm
Zero.
Kenyan, yeah.
You called
Yeah.
it properly. Yeah, that's his
Okay,
name.
yeah, yeah. So my friend, she used to tell us, "Oh, I've got this new Nigerian boyfriend. This is him. Look at him. He's cute." And we immediately, us as friends, we know him. This is a Nigerian actor, and
Mm-hmm.
he has a family. And we used to tell him, "Look, just Google him. He has a family." And I think around that time when she was doing that, Mike had come out already and said that people should be very careful because people are being scammed
Mm-hmm.
with his name.
Mm-hmm.
And we used to ask her all the time, "Have you even had a video call with this guy?" And
Mm-hmm.
she'll say, "No, he said, oh, because of his, okay, because of his acting, he doesn't like being in social
They will
media.
never
He's
do
not."
video call with you. Scammers
Yeah,
don't do
yeah,
video
exactly.
calls. Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, Sister B, you don't know what we went through with this woman. We tried to tell her everything. She didn't listen to any of us, even her own sister. Because of that, she lost her marriage. She lost her 4-bedroom house.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, she lost her 4-bedroom house. And then, the husband eventually came to know about it because now
She
she
was
wasn't even.
married.
Yeah, she was married. You understand?
So she was
She was
having an
married.
emotional affair.
Yeah, emotional affair. And this is
Oh my
somebody who has
goodness.
like 5 kids. You understand? Lovely kids. 3 of them were adults. All of them are adults now anyway because she's not young. And do you know this woman? She made sure she wasn't talking to any of us as friends at all, at all. I remember she's even the time she said, he's coming in December. I think that was around 2018. And she said, he's coming in December. I said, if he's coming in December, I'm happy to go with you to Heathrow because I want to see him landing. Please make sure you carry me. I'll come to Heathrow. Yeah. He's coming up. He's done everything. He's paid his ticket and then he's coming. We're going to the Caribbean because she is originally from the Caribbean. So, yeah. And even her own Caribbean people were telling her, my partner is from the Caribbean, I'm Kenya. Even my partner was trying to talk to her. She didn't
Was
listen
she
to
unhappy in her marriage, your friend?
Yeah.
She was unhappy in her marriage.
No, I don't know what was happening because she wasn't really opening up. But what happened, when the guy knew that the guy moved out, and when he moved out because they had some 2 young ones, not really young, around 13, 14, they moved out with the dad. So she was left with a 4-bedroom house, and then she started subletting the house, and it was council, and the council knew about it, and they took the house away from her.
Okay, so she doesn't own the house and she was subletting council's house,
Yeah,
another offense.
subletting. Yeah, exactly. So she started subletting, and immediately here you won't know who reports you, innit? You will never know who reports you. So the council knew, and the house was taken. She was working day and night. And I said, why are you working? Yeah. And she telling me, Jane, you know what? I did almost 100 hours this week. I say, you never used to work like this. Why are you working like this? Are you sending money to Nigeria? Are you sending that guy money? Oh, no. That guy has money. She never, ever admitted once that she was sending money there. I say, I've worked with you. We've done, we've worked together. You've never worked like this. What's wrong? Do you know, because of that, I think she went into depression or something like that. She lost the house. She had to go back and live with the daughter in East London. Yeah. The daughter lives in a 2-bedroom house. She's married with 3 kids. What's that? Even the 2-bedroom house is still not enough for the daughter and the 3 kids. But she still went to squat her there. Can you imagine?
She was homeless because the council evict her. That's what
they council evict her. And up to now, even her own sister, you understand, she doesn't talk to her own sister. She doesn't talk to any of us. I was shocked the other day to see her saying hi to me. But if you start bringing that story, it's like she hangs up. Yeah, she hangs up. Yeah.
Very sad.
So
it's really,
very
really
sad. It's really sad. I think she's going, through depression. And I told her to give me the daughter's phone number, want to say hi, but she didn't do it. I think she knows, maybe, I don't know what she thinks. Because I think, we need to give her help, but she's not letting her.
She's shutting you out.
Yeah.
Shutting you out. Yeah. She's ashamed. That's why.
She is ashamed, but we told her this guy is married. He was young. He's 30. You're 50-something. You understand? He's married. Look at him. Oh, he told me, no. He's not with the wife again. Oh, no. And then that time he had the son and the daughter. And she said, no. He doesn't have a daughter. I say, just Google, you'll see. She won't do it. She said he had a son. He lives with the son and then divorced with the wife. And that's what he told me. And I'm going to keep to that. So when the clip came about, Mike saying that, please, people are being scammed with my name and all that. Yeah. We sent her the clip. She still ignored. Thank you so much, Anthony, for listening.
Thank you. Don't thank you so much, Jane. Please don't abandon her.
No, we can't. No, no,
Yeah, if
no.
it's just
Listen, I've
text,
really
just
come
text
from
her.
far. I've really
Yeah,
come from far with her.
yeah,
So
text
because now
her,
she
send her.
started communicating, so we are
Yeah,
really now communicating. We want to bring her closer.
yeah, just
So
let
we
her
just,
know yeah, she
yeah,
needs to
we want.
forgive herself. She needs to let go of it. It's going to be painful. That's why I hate these emotional scammers. They are the worst. They don't just take your money, they take a piece of you. Okay, so I mean, a lot of celebrities in Nigerian Nollywood celebrities are being, people are using their image to scam. Even Ransom Noah, a lot of them, they will tell you, "Oh, I need this, I need this," because they are your idol. You've seen them on Nollywood movies. You think they are the ones that are loving you. It's a lie. Oh. It's all lies. It's all lies. So don't fall for it. And one thing I want to say about the story that we just heard is that sometimes there's a hole in your life. Women especially experience that. You feel like there's a hole in your life. There's a void that you feel when you meet these people that tell you these things that you want to hear. It's an emotional connection you have with them. And it feels like they are filling that hole. And that's why Jane's friend was not listening. She knew the guy was a scammer, but she wasn't listening because the guy was filling that hole. But let me tell you something, whether you are single or married, nobody can fill that hole in your life except God. And that's why it's so important for us to have a relationship with God. It is only God that can fill that void that you feel in your heart. And that's why people fall, because he's telling you the things you want to hear. Wow. It's very painful. I don't like emotional scammers at all. They are the ones I hate the most, honestly. If they give me opportunity, all of them, I will lock them up, throw the key into the sea forever. Because they cause a lot of devastation. See this woman's life now. Eh? He's just completely ruined her life, even though she was an active participant. But she was gullible, naive. Now the man has taken the money and gone away. But she is suffering from the consequences, losing her house, her family, everything. Wow. Please, let's be careful, Ejo. Oyinka Sola, you're welcome. Unmute yourself, please. We're rounding up.
Yeah. Good evening, Auntie B. I've learned a lot from your platform. I'm sorry my children are running around the house, but I just want to
No.
say,
Mm-hmm.
um, I want to say a life story of a friend. We look at these international scammers and I like, okay, but there are people that scam us locally too, like they are around us everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a friend of mine were in school together and she suddenly met this businessman and the businessman was giving her money, sharing everything. But I just told her one thing. I said, this man looks too good to be true.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, no, the man loves her, blah, 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 blah. So eventually the man is not who we thought he was. Because when she was 7, she was lucky and she got a big place to save. So she was saving up her alawi, and she gave this man, like, okay, you can have my ATM card and keep it for me. Do you know that this man withdrew all our savings during the service year? So when my friend was about going back home, please close the door, sorry. So when my friend was about going back home, and she said, okay, let me go and withdraw all the money I've saved, about 350,000. Auntie B, there
Mm-hmm.
was no money in the account again. There
Hmm.
was no money. She was shocked. She didn't know what was happening. So she went to the bank and like, I'm looking for my money. This is it. Before you know it, they said, okay, do you know this man? This is the man that withdrew all your money. It,
Hmm.
it turns out to be the picture of a rich businessman. And I'm like, I was
Rich, very rich, rich in quotes.
rich in quotes,
Hmm.
but remove all your money. So I just, want to like tell us that these people are around us locally, internationally. We should not believe all the glitz and glamour and forget our sense. How can you give a man your ATM card because he's rich? You think he doesn't need the money?
If he's rich, why does he need your ATM card?
I don't even know. This man took us out to eat, just like this idiot, this stupid billionaire. He took us out to eat and he ordered almost everything on the menu that day.
Mm-hmm.
And I was trying to talk to him in the car. We're just this thing. He said, I said, oh, I was in a relationship at that time. I said, that my husband is not this fine. Then it was my boyfriend. I said, he's not this romantic. He said, no, me, I like, I like being romantic. I like being around girls. I'll treat them well. When my wife is cooking in the kitchen, I'll pick up meat and be running around. This picture
And
of a
what
fairy
you want
tale.
here? That's what you want
Yeah,
to
he was
hear.
already painting that picture, and I'm like, no, this is not. I don't think this man is real, because you are just meeting us today, and you are like, you're so unreal, like you're so telling us stories of fairy tale, So we just have to be very careful. They're around us. They don't have to be Oyinbo. They are around us. Anybody
Mm-hmm.
that is too good to be true, we should just, take a second opinion. Watch out, just watch out and follow your instincts, you
Hmm.
know. Yeah. Thank
Anybody
you.
that is too good to be true is too good to be true. Thank you, Yinka.
Yes, ma'am. Bye.
Sorry, thanks, my darling. If they are too good to be true, they are too good to be true. My people, don't fall for it. Especially when they start dazzling you with money. The hungry ones that you can easily catch those ones, because when they start, immediately they start asking you for money. But the ones that come and show you the whole world, like Satan showed Jesus the whole world and said, I will give you the whole world if you bow before me. Fear those ones, I'm telling you. Because that's an enticing thing that a lot of women will fall for. You say, after all, he has money. Now money they take the cash una. Money. That's why I say, women, if you are making your money, stop looking for all this money, money, money. You don't need it. The real thing, investigate. Make sure you check them out. There's somebody said you need to, if you meet people these days, you need to invest in forensic investigators to investigate the person properly to be sure they are who they say they are. Because lórí irọ́ ti pọ̀ jù. Ó pọ̀. Irọ́. Jésù. Ada, welcome.
Hi, Auntie. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Hi.
Hi.
Thanks for this program. It really hit a nerve because I've been a victim.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've got two stories. One is just recent, someone I know. She just had this
Okay, we
problem.
can only take one because of time, my dear.
Okay,
We
so
can
the
only,
girl.
Ada, we can only take one because of time.
Okay, I'll quickly run through. The girl that I work with, this Spanish girl, because I put it on the chat. And why I wanted to bring it up, because sometimes it's not really, her case was like she was in a very dark stage of her life. So she met this guy, but he was too good to be true, like how everyone says. But this girl wasn't listening to anyone. And he dated her for just like 6 months. But within that 6 months, he was able to go cash out 20,000 euros, and till today, that girl hasn't recovered. We tried to raise some money for her. We couldn't even raise up to 5,000 for her. She's in a very terrible state now. She's depressed. She's gone back to Spain. This guy, she met him in the UK, and it turns out that that guy has been. She's not the first. He's still at large. He's a white guy, so it doesn't even have anything to do with race. That's another thing. And apparently, he's been known to do it because he uses different names, and they can't still find the guy till today. And she's gone, disappeared. Probably still in the UK, probably still in Europe. Nobody knows. But she's suffering the emotional impact because she's like in her 40s, and she feels rejected. She's cut off from all the people we hang out with. She's just there. She's just gone off radar. So, ladies, you need to be careful. You can't be too. I mean, you can say it's easy for us to say, "Oh, we'll be careful." If it could happen to me, that is so meticulous, it can happen to anyone. So just guard your hearts, guard your money, find happiness in yourself. Don't rely on other people because they will tell you the right things. They will look the right way, and before you know, you're just parting with money.
Thank
That's what
you.
I have to say. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Ada. Food and travel. I appreciate you. I hope your friend gets well. Emotional scammers are devastating. They ruin people's lives, and that's why there should be no mercy on them. Because it's not just the money they are taking people's self-esteem. You heard what Buki said. She started questioning herself, her intelligence, her work, if she was, this woman she thought she was, and this man just came and ripped her of all that. So they are really, really very terrible people. Honestly, they are really, really terrible. But I mean, I don't feel like people should blame themselves too much. Like these Oyibo people, you don't see them. One of them, the minute the thing finish, is back to Twinder. Whether not Twinder they call her, being a Tinder they call her. Eh? Cecile said she's back to Tinder. She said in the interview, she said, it's not Tinder. It's not the dating apps. It's the man. So she's back. So, I mean, I know it's not easy for some people to pick up themselves like that and move on. But I don't think it's the end of the earth. It's the end of the world. If you've been swindled by a sweet talking person you fell for, it's not the end of the world. Okay? Their own what is coming to them, you don't know. You don't know what is coming to them. All right. So be very, very careful out there. Grace, you've been saying that you want to come into the studio. I shared the link many times. Did you not see the link? Gracie. The link is in the comment section. I'm sharing it now. Please come in. I want to end because I've had a very long week. And only you, please. The link, just check the comment section. You will see it is highlighted. I put it there. Are you new here? Just click on it. It will bring you to the studio. You'll see the link. Okay, so click on it if you want to come in so that I can quickly take your call and then we'll wrap it up. You don't know how to find it. It's there. Oh my God, you are new. Okay, this is my link now. I've just click on anything you see Obodoyibo. When you see Obodoyibo on the link, just click on it. Can you see Obodoyibo TV there in the link section? Can you see my Obodoyibo TV? Just click on that link there. Because you've been asking, everybody has been telling you, but it's like you still don't get it. Yeah, okay. If you don't get it today, maybe another time. I just posted the link again now. All you need to do is just click on it and it will bring you straight to the studio, but it's fine if you don't get it today, it's fine. Another time perhaps. Okay. So I'm going to call it a day today, my people. Thank you very much for being here today and those that share their stories and the stories of their friends. Scammers will not catch you. I'm wondering, do men fall for scammers as well? As in, are there scammers that get men? Somebody was saying they get men too, but not emotional scammers. Emotional scammers, they get brothers. I don't know whether they get brothers though. I've not seen a brother that said that they were scammed by an emotional scammer. I know ordinary scammers will get people, but not emotional scammers. But anyway, this is where I'm going to call it a day. I hope we've taken the lessons. There are so many of them out there, so many Simon Leviv or whatever he calls himself, are scamming people. So be wary of people who you meet and you all the red flags we read out. Good. If you haven't heard it, is at the beginning of the video. Be careful of people who you just meet and they are, dazzling you, pouring money on you, asking you for money, not really knowing anything about them, but they know everything about you. Be very, very careful about trusting people you just meet. Trust needs to be earned. And if people have not earned your trust, don't trust them. It's okay. You're not being paranoid. Okay? It's self-preservation. Trust needs to be earned. Don't trust people you just meet immediately. They need to, whether you are male or female, people need to earn your trust before you can trust them. All right? So we're just going to leave it here today. Kenneth. Hello, Kenneth. Ojo.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Do you want to contribute?
Yeah, I just want to contribute a little bit.
Okay, go ahead, please, because we're ending now.
Yeah, I was scammed. Was it last? It was 2019 during when the COVID started to 2020. So they were like, my phone number was using in Nigeria before. So the phone number was stolen. You understand? And they took it. They used it to scam other people. So I had to go to Facebook to let them know that I was being scammed and they took my phone number and everything. But at the end of the day, they scammed a lot of people. They scammed like almost 5 of my friends, and they were saying I was the one. I said, if I'm the one, call me on video to know if I'm the one before sending any money to me. So that was what happened. I just felt like
So they used your identity to scam your friends because
Yeah.
they had your number.
Yeah, my phone number was there and everything.
Okay.
So that was what happened. So
Okay.
people should just be careful of Your phone number, if it's missing or lost, you can just retrieve the number immediately or look for a way to get the
Mm,
number back.
mm,
Because
mm,
through your phone number, you use to gain access to your Facebook and everything, even going to your account to get some money. So
yeah,
be careful.
yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much, bro. Have a good
Okay.
evening.
Thank you.
Facebook and social media is the headquarters of scammers.
Mm.
If you see people saying hi to you and they are reaching out to you, sending you message, please. And you know what? Most of them will be friends of friends. And that's why I dislike Facebook so much. Honestly, somebody said, "Oh, but Ibo, your channel would have grown more if you're on Facebook. That's where the Dugbe market is." I say, I don't want it. Let them stay where they are. I beg, I don't want. You know why? Because Facebook is really Dugbe market. Now there, all of them. That's the headquarters. Instagram and Facebook. At least I have a bit of control on Instagram because I hear Instagram data is a bit more expensive in Africa than Facebook. Facebook, if you have 1,000, you can subscribe for one month. I don't fit, I beg. I don't fit. I don't have the strength. So yeah, this is just it. Uju,
Oh, thank you so much for having me. Thank you. Thank you.
you are keeping me, so you have 3 minutes, please.
Okay, I will. I'll just go straight to the point.
Okay.
Concerning this scamming, one thing, the part of the world where we are, like in the US, it is hard not to trust somebody because they believe you, whatever you say.
Mm,
And that's why most of their women, most of are falling prey to these scammers.
mm,
I know a co-worker that this happened to. And the thing is, what they do, they will use false identity, these scammers. They will use a different picture
mm-hmm,
from who they are. They'll get a picture of a white man that is macho, that is this, that is that. See? So, and they prey on single women because they know how to get them. So this my friend, this a co-worker. She came to me. She said, "Oh, can she use my Western Union account to send money to this person in Nigeria that they're building wealth?" I'm like, "Do you know this person?" She said, "Yeah, they met online. They are in love. That the person, will be coming back to America for them to get married." I'm like, she said the person is a white person. I'm like, I don't think so. So what are they doing in Nigeria? She said they are building wealth, and that she has sent lots of money, and she has exhausted her privilege with Western Union and even MoneyGram. I said, "No, I
mm-hmm,
can't do that." I sat
mm-hmm,
her down. I said, "This is a scammer. This person is not real." She's like,
mm-hmm.
"No, I talk to him all the time and all that." Guess what? Months later, I saw her. She was like cursing. She's like, "This person has scammed her of all her retirement benefits." Sorry, can you hear me?
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, all her retirement
all
benefits.
her, yes, all her retirement
Jesus.
benefits. She has nothing. And this is a lady
Hmm.
that was just planning to retire. I'm like, I told you, I
Hmm.
warned you.
Chai.
Because they feed on them, they feed on their emotions.
Yeah.
They tell them, how can you believe somebody you've never met? Because the person tells you, "I love you, I will spend the
Mm,
rest of," and it is happening a lot.
yeah.
Because most of the single women are they need that emotional, support. They need somebody to depend on. They need somebody to depend on when it comes to their
It's just the
emotional
connection. It's just the emotional connection they need. Yeah.
exactly, because they
Someone
are
to
so
make them feel
lonely.
good about themselves. Yeah.
And it
Somebody to
is a
value
big,
them, listen, talk to you every day. You
yes.
know, it's easy to catch women.
Mm-hmm.
Women. Very, very
True.
easy. And that's why they target women.
Very true.
Mm,
Because they tell them what they want to hear, and they are desperate. They want love. But you
yeah.
don't, just a red flag. If somebody starts asking you for money, that is a red flag
No,
there.
they don't ask for money immediately, Uju. They would have planted that love to make sure that you are hooked before they ask
Yeah.
for money. You
Wow.
understand? When you
Mm-hmm.
think you're already in love, it's easy to give somebody that you think you love money, especially
True.
when they painted a picture of a future that will never come to pass. Before
Very
you know that they
true.
are scamming you, it's too late. I'm telling
Chai.
you. They have a way of operating. It's not they will just meet you and start asking you, and you will tell and say you decrease. Wait till they worry you. I know you be Fabi, your mama. But they will have built that emotional connection. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
hello, baby. How are you? Every day they are calling and texting you. And women
True.
eat this thing up. So by the time you
True.
are hooked emotionally, you start having feelings for this person. They'll be sending you picture every day. Oh, I'm here now. They'll be giving you their timeline. All of it is lie, oh. But
Wow.
they've created a picture. So the woman she's hooked already.
Chai.
So it's
Yeah.
pulling in now that is the money part. When you start, you know, you fish and you start pulling it in, they say, and that's when they now drop it, bang, bang, I've been kidnapped. I
Wow.
need money.
Wow.
Somebody was saying that they were kidnapped. This one is a Nigerian scammer.
Mm-hmm.
A boy and said he said he went to Nigeria and he made it seem as if they shoot for around that place. The lady said they hear
Chai.
ta 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 for there. They say they shoot, they make ta 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 ta.
Chai.
Knockout, now they shoot. Knockout. What you don't see? A different
Wow.
level, my people. You guys be careful.
Wow. Yes.
Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much for
Thanks
having
for
me.
sharing. I wish your friend the very best. It's not easy losing your retirement too, because that's all her life's work.
Exactly.
I can imagine. I mean, that's just
Exactly.
terrible. It's really, really bad.
All
I
right.
wish her the very
Thank you.
best.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Grace, unfortunately, your connection is not good. So I'm just going to add Bio and then we will go. We'll call it a night. Bio, my brother, how are you? Are you
I
shopping? Now,
yeah,
store you day.
Auntie B. Yeah,
Where you
nah,
dey
just the
go?
manage. I the manage. They do these small things here.
Now, shopping you they do.
Yes, so
Yeah, I feel like I see you carry shopping bags.
I dey- I did bend down select.
Now, wow, you want to look sharp. You want to look good. You want to chill with the big boys.
I pray me I fit get energy for big boys. So I say make I look for slippers for them, my mama. All right.
Okay.
Just so thank you first of all, thank you very much for again a very good show, a good topic, educating our women and also our men as well. So everyone has spoken. For the few persons that I could listen to, everyone spoke very well. I'm impressed. I'm happy that the awareness is coming out, but I just want to lay my voice on something, which is in we condemn. I know everybody do. We condemn scam in its entities. So again, I know there was a time in our program where we said something. I know that we should not come here and preach like we are the righteous one or we don't understand why people scam. Forget about this particular movie or whatever. In general, we should understand that scamming is nothing but a way of destroying other people's happiness. Okay? And whether you believe in God or not, but if you believe in life, then you understand that when you destroy people's happiness, you can never be happy yourself. Even though you think the proceeds from that scam can give you joy, it's going to be temporarily, because at the end of the day, you will pay one way or the other. It is very important. If you are a woman, you have somebody, your husband, is just deceiving, because a lot of people do it. They just hide on that business and say they are doing this business, but the kind of money they eat, that business can never generate it. And they talk loud. I do this, I do that. Once someone's income is not 100% clear, for your own good, avoid it for the future of your children. I know someone, I don't know if you listen to this, you will know that it's the person who was doing this thing. At the end of the day, even when he was about to marry there in VI, he went to rent a place and was going out every morning as if he was working, because he ended up marrying a girl from a responsible home. Can you imagine? For a guy to tell me to my face that if he had not pretended that he was doing something in Nigeria, the father of the girl will not allow him to marry the wife. That tells you already that you can even come from a good home, but a bad egg will expose you to nothing. To cut a long story short, that guy end up in VI roundabout having an accident that they cut one of his hands off.
Hmm.
2 of his children, different issue
Karma.
happened to them. What
Karma.
kind of money are we looking for?
Now karma they
What
visit and so.
Yes, what kind of money are we looking for? It might not happen at the very time you're enjoying the money. So if a man is bringing money first in any relationship, bringing money, please let us know that it is a red flag. So that red flag is very important. And for no reason, regardless of trust or whatever, must a woman give any man emergency money. I can't do this because of this. No, never you do that. Never. Please. It is not a sign of showing that you love the man or you care. Don't do that. There are ways that you can also help person in reality. If the person have issue and you know that this is what you can pay yourself, go there and pay for the thing with your card. See it that I'm paying for you for this problem. That is different, but don't even do it. I'm just saying, if at all. So without taking much of your time, everybody's looking at me like, this guy walk inside the shop talking. What did he say? So let me just let you be. I just wanted to lend my voice to that. Love you all.
Thank you very much, Bio. We love you too. I appreciate you.
All
Thank you for
right, bye.
taking our time. Even with your shopping that you're doing, you still manage to join us. We appreciate you. God bless you. Shop well, oh. So we are going to leave it here tonight, guys. A word is enough for the wise, they say. Gigi said, a similar situation happened to me via a dating site in 2014. As soon as the man story became complicated and he faked kidnapped and asked for money, I forwarded his contact to the police. That's a very smart thing to do. Once they will bring an elaborate story, that is always how it works. When they see that you are cool with them and you are talking, then they will now bring one gidigba story to hook you. So you start sending money. Once you send the first money, they will continue. So never, ever give money to someone you meet online. Someone you meet online, never. Once they introduce money, run. And be very, very careful about Facebook and Instagram. Idea be their headquarters. And you see, some of you guys also that are chatting women up on Instagram and Facebook, some of these women accounts you think are women are men, they behind them. Is Yahoo boys. Okay, so there are plenty. We gotta be very, very careful. So thanks a lot, guys, for being here. I appreciate you. Please give this video a thumbs up. All the people that are usually telling us to thumbs up are not here today. So now no kuku give thumbs up. More than give thumbs up is free of charge. What goes around comes around. That's what our brother Bio was telling us. There are consequences. If you defraud people, collect money, break their heart, take their life savings, karma is waiting for you. Go deal with you seriously. Àṣepamọ́ ló wà o, kò sí àṣegbé in this life. You cannot get away with anything. What goes around comes around. So be very, very careful, ladies and gentlemen, men too, brothers, don't fall, because they go just tell you, say, one fine girl, they go put girls picture all over. You go to say, now the girl they like you. Lori Ro is a guy that is behind it. They want to defraud you. Even Twitter, or they're all over social media. And dating sites, don't just have eyes at everywhere in your body when you are doing dating site. Please be very, very careful. Video call. Now that's the easiest way. Just do video call immediately. Once a guy start chatting with you, check the picture and say, I need to call you on video right now to establish that I'm talking to the right person. That still doesn't mean that they are not 419 you or they are not lying, but at least, especially the ones that are using celebrity pictures to say, like Mary that came to share with us about her friend, Abby Jane. Jane told us about her friend's experience. If you are a Nollywood celebrity and want to do video call with you, your phone break. If they don't do video call, just know it's 419, run. You must do video call immediately so that you establish who is talking to you. Very, very important. So thank you all so much. Please give this video a thumbs up. Help save a life out there. Somebody who might be out there that is being scammed now will have some sense when watching this. Please subscribe if you have not yet subscribed. Hit the like button and put your notification bell on. I have a guest tomorrow, and this lady said, I have been married for 21 years. or I was married for 21 years and now suffering from PTSD. So she's coming to share her story tomorrow. Many lessons to learn from that story, and also for us, as usual, to provide as much support as we can. I want to say big shout out and thank you to everyone in Canada that has supported Faith. Faith is smiling now. People have called her, they've embraced her. She's saying, Annie called me and spoke life into me. I put a post on my Instagram. If you follow me on Instagram, then you will see it. She's just been grateful. She's been laughing. People are just calling and hugging her. People are planning to go and visit her. Thank you all so much, Obodo Fam, for reaching out to Faith. I appreciate you. God bless you. Tinyo ni baje o. As you've done for others, God Almighty will do for you in Jesus' name. Thank you all. Have a good evening, and I will see you tomorrow, Sunday, at 7 p.m. GMT. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a good evening. I love you. Hit the like button. Thank you all. Bye.